You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday, November 26th, 2020. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
That was amazing. I don't know about everybody listening, but I got the tingles.
I'm a professional podcast guest. What can I say?
He's amazing at it. He's amazing. You're all welcome. You are all welcome for that glorious performance that we just brought you. If you listened to that performance and had any kind of emotional reaction, that is an extra $300. So if you could go ahead and send that on over, that would be great. Also, hello and welcome to Wasting All the Time. That's right, the Improv Comedy Podcast, where we not only say things, we make them up before we say them. That's right, improv comedy. That's what we do. If you've never been here before, we do little shticks and segments, followed one closely after the other, when we do different kinds of things and different formats. But you'll notice I said we, and there have been other voices that you have heard, so it's not just me and my amazing dulcet tones doing this all by myself. No. To my digital left, Mr. Patterson, a most amazing guy, musician, artist, and editor.
Hello, it's me, Dave.
That's Dave. To his digital left, probably, is the amazing songstress and future teller, Jess.
Oh, I see in your future podcast that you're listening to.
How does she do it? Amazing! And, of course, me, Cody. I laugh a lot and am rarely sober. And joining us for this absolutely amazing, very, very honored to have him here. That the grammar didn't work there, I don't care. We are pleased to have Mr. Kameron Schmid. Kameron, thank you so much for stopping by.
Woo! I'm here.
Yes.
Woo! You can't see, but I'm cross-chopping and dabbing. And
I wish I could see the dabbing.
I felt the dab.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little like the cross chop is slept on. I got to be honest, but
dear. So I'm always confused when I hear that somebody's dabbed because I automatically think that they did drugs.
Yeah, that's not what we were talking about.
It's just
I
like
wanted
that.
to see the dabs.
No, I'm not.
I wanted to experience the dabs.
I'm not a weed head like some.
Weed.
Oh, I don't think it's weed. I thought it was like acid or something.
Yeah,
Like
I know you
tabs.
you drop tabs of acid.
Oh, English.
Yeah, it's like oils or something that you do something with, and then there may be a bong involved sometimes. I'm not sure.
Yeah, dabbing is like weed, but it's like either vaporizing or torching or I don't know, but it's people do it and then they get incredibly zombie like and just stream Minecraft on Twitch.
Okay,
and make millions of dollars.
My puzzle has just been completed and I know what to do now.
There you go. And we didn't hear from Dave for 3 weeks. Anyway, Kameron is an amazing improver, been doing it for a long time. I have chuckled many a chuckle at his hilarious improv antics. And now you get to. You're all lucky. You get to hear Kameron improv. You're welcome.
Yeah, and if you don't laugh, it's not on me.
Yeah, it's your fault. You must have no soul or something if you don't laugh at Cameron's improv. No pressure.
And
You're
if
good.
we're
You got
not
this.
selling this hard enough yet, just wait.
Oh my God. Wait till we all reveal our Kameron tattoos. Ooh, they're good.
So good.
He's got butterfly wings on.
I love that. Thank you.
That's kind of true for mine. I have a tattoo. I have a tramp stamp tattoo of Kameron with a butterfly tramp stamp.
Oh.
And yes, you can see it.
It's honestly kind of hard to make out. It'll take you a second.
I can't describe mine. The FCC shut me down last time I tried.
It's not suitable for air, even on things that aren't air.
Nope. Even describing it on the air, illegal.
I think the problem is you tried to excuse it as a wardrobe malfunction and they got triggered.
They're too used to that trick.
Super Bowl reference.
Super Bowl from 4 years ago?
Oh,
more than that.
Way more than that.
Did you just honestly say that the Janet Jackson Super Bowl incident was 4 years ago?
Apparently.
It's been like probably close to 15.
Yeah.
God, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sweet Jeebus.
You're old.
I am.
So old.
And I have no good grasp of time.
2004.
Holy
Yeah.
shit wagons.
Yeah. So it's
Adorned with a nipple
everyone,
shield.
Everyone, good news. It's currently 2008.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
just
you're welcome.
we just wrapped up an election, which is true.
Quick,
but,
buy some Bitcoin.
I would gladly go back there.
Invent Bitcoin, right? Like, was Bitcoin even
That's the play right there.
Yeah.
That's big brain.
I'd rather buy it. Yes. Anyway, this is, as you may have noticed from the calendar or the date if you're listening to this far in the future, this is the Thanksgiving episode, so keep a weather ear open for all of our amazing, incredible Thanksgivingisms that not only have we already dropped several during this intro, I hope you caught them, but there will be several more, possibly thousands throughout the rest of this episode. So stay tuned.
Yep.
Hey, Dave.
Yes, sir.
We do this show in segments, don't we?
I have heard that. Yes.
Okay. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do the very first segment.
I'm down.
Welcome to Cody's Words of Wisdom. Soak up the knowledge.
Now, you know if there's a lot of straw running through your hair, then 18 of those cornfields are going to be lit on fire to celebrate the birth of your 14th goat. It didn't have any tattoos before it came out of the goat womb, which is different than a person womb. You better believe me, I've seen enough of them. And if you don't take it right on down to Joey's Tattoo and Comb Hair Emporium, you're going to be sorry because that goat is not going to be allowed at your 14th birthday party, and all the other kids are going to laugh at you because they're like, your goat isn't tattooed. And you're like, but I got a tattoo of Jeffrey Dahmer on my left testicle, and they're going to be like, everyone does, Kyle, that's not special. And you're going to run all the way over to that big oak tree where the swing used to be, but they tore it down to make way for a Walmart. And you're going to walk up to the greeter, and he's going to be like, hey, you looking for the swing? And you're going to be like, yeah. And he's going to be like, you got that Dahmer tattoo, didn't you? And you're going to be like, no. And he's going to be like, you're a liar. And he's going to punt you all the way back over to Torches, where they serve burgers, apparently. And if you don't get yourself mixed into one of those little tiny burgers, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life, just like that goat tattoo that you didn't get. And you thought I forgot about that, didn't you? I didn't, you little liar. Now get back over to the Walmart. Your shift is starting.
Oh, man.
There you go.
What a story.
What?
I wanted
wise.
I wanted to have some kind of reaction, but my cat was actively biting me the entire time, and that's not a joke. I was just absent-mindedly scratching his stomach, and he decided he was over it, and he was actively clenching into my arm the entire time.
Oh dear.
Maybe you should feed him once in a while. Well, that was Words of Wisdom. I hope you are very, very much enlightened. I know I am, even though I said it. You'd think I would know ahead of time what I was saying, but I don't, because this is improv, and we make it up on the spot. That's why I sound so awkward. Hey, Jess?
Yeah, what's up, Cody? What's going on?
Should we move it on to the next segment, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think you should move it on to the second segment.
That's a good plan. I like the second segment.
Mm-hmm.
And here is the theme music for the second segment.
Upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards, I say we go Fruitwards.
That's right. This is Fruitwards, the amazing game that has been around since the inception of the podcast, where we take two cards, one of each color. Green cards are adjectives and red cards are noun. We draw them incredibly randomly, as random as can be actually, accessed in the modern digital age. Because true random is actually really hard to attain. Dave knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
So hard.
So hard. So fruity, indeed. We're going to draw the cards, and we're going to use them as a jumping off point or an inspirational point for a scene. And we'll draw the cards right now on our amazing Fruitwards app, which you can get if you are cool and have an Android phone, and you can't get yet if you are a Square and have an iPhone.
God damn it!
Square.
You know what? There's a song about that.
Really?
It's hip to be square.
Haha,
It's probably
yes.
done by a misogynistic person. I don't know.
Good bet.
Good bet.
And it's from the 80s.
Yeah.
Nothing from the 80s is hip anymore.
And it's all misogynistic.
I just assume it is. Anything that came out of the 80s is misogynistic.
And
Shots
with a
fired.
light layer of cocaine sprinkled upon it.
Oh, yeah. So that's what makes it sparkly.
So it makes it energetic.
Oh, yeah. People are peppy about it.
Huey Lewis in the news. 86. All right.
Only 18 years before. 16. Sorry,
Surely
Wait,
you mean
no.
4 years.
20. Yeah, 20. God, enough math. Enough basic math.
Enough math. Math is also for squares. I'm going to draw the cards. And the cards are... Oh my God. Lucubratory, Elaterite.
Is this Latin?
Throw it in chat, please.
Yo, I will indeed. It is rare that I come across both words that I've never even remotely experienced.
You know what? I would punch that up and go. I would say lucubratory.
Lucubratory is probably correct. Lucubratory Elaterite.
I'm looking at these and I'm thinking that says laboratory elastic.
Mhm.
Or illiterate.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's
shade
all-
from
that's-
Dave.
It's on
Ew.
my brain.
All right, Cody, what does it mean?
So, lucubratory is composed by candlelight or by night or of or pertaining to night studies, laborious or
Ooh.
painstaking. And
Okay.
Elaterite, which I have no idea on the pronunciation, I'm good, going off the tip of my teeth here. A mineral resin of a blackish brown color occurring in soft, flexible masses, giggity, called also mineral fucking, what? This is a stupid word. C-A-O-U-E.
Sound it out.
I can't.
What?
And elastic bitumen. How do you? There's too many vowels in a row.
Very
it's rubber.
interesting.
So rubber by candlelight?
I got nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, caoutchouc? Caoutchouc.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking pronounced caoutchouc? No. Okay, candle.
I'm sure there's someone to blame, but let's move on. Let's be the bigger
Probably the
Latin
French.
person here.
Just move on.
Yeah.
Not
Elaterite.
sorry.
Oh my
Elaterite
god!
looks-
It's the French.
Elaterite looks like someone didn't know how to spell illiterate,
Yeah.
which they wouldn't.
That's deep, yo. All right.
Right.
Cubratory.
Hey, Edward. I'm really looking forward to reading the first draft of your novel. You wanna share that with me?
I have been looking for a first reader.
Yeah, I mean, I did do some limited sort of copy editing early in my career. Be happy to lend my expertise.
But how familiar are you with my subject matter of things most dark and arcane and mysterious?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, that's one of the great things about writing is that you can share those things with a new audience and educate them. I mean, I'm hoping you wrote this in a way that's sort of
accessible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accessible.
Okay, cool.
Many of the greatest writers of all time have been incredibly accessible to all audiences. Like Dan Brown.
Oh, yes. One of my faves.
I'm very heavily influenced by Dan Brown.
That's so good. A lot of what he writes about is actually real.
Yes, I know. That is part of the appeal that I'm trying to tap in on, except instead of, Jesus or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it all about things most dark and arcane and mysterious.
Yeah.
But,
so do you want...
real?
Yeah. Yeah, real. Absolutely. That was what I started with. Yeah. So your fist is sort of clenched around some papers.
Yes.
That's it.
I do not have a computer because I believe it will diminish my creative process.
Yeah. And worse. I saw The Social Dilemma. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is handwritten. Wow. Yeah. No, you weren't lying. Okay.
Yes, I take a unsharpened charcoal stick from Michael's or Joanne's. I do not go to Hobby Lobby. I'm very political with my consumer purchases.
Sure, as is your right as a consumer.
Yes. I go to Michael's or Joanne's and get an unsharpened charcoal stick, and I walk the blocks of my suburb and think deeply upon things most dark and arcane and mysterious. And when inspiration strikes, I thrust my paper upon a telephone pole or electrical box and scrawl my mad, yet still accessible, much like Dan Brown, screed.
Okay. Well, I'll just start at the beginning then. Let's see here. The death of the age of chiaroscuro has arrived. The inky blackness I think that's supposed to be overwhelms.
Yes. Sorry.
There's an H.
Sorry. When inspiration first struck me, it was a bit of a windy day, and my papers took off. It got a little bit of wet.
The handwriting is very, very. I mean, I'm sure the writing is accessible, but the handwriting is not.
Well, that's where you and a wonderful team that I will one day put together, like making a heist movie, but instead it's just to publish my book.
Yeah.
You will take my mad musings and turn it into a page-turning bestseller.
Yeah. And then option it for a film, of course.
Ooh, who are we thinking for direct? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I am a bit of a cinephile.
Oh, yeah?
When I do write the book, sometimes I picture how David Fincher or J.J. Abrams
or maybe I'm thinking a James Cameron.
James Cameron, you see, he made Avatar, which greatly upset me. That film greatly upset me.
Was it not real enough?
I mean, how many unreal things do I need to talk about before you know that's what I'm upset about?
Look, I mean, the setting, travel, the characters, the dialogue. Yeah, I get it.
I understand that unobtainium is a real term that some scientists actually use for unobtainable, things, but how is an audience supposed to know that?
Yeah.
Talk about accessible.
Hey, I not to. This is going to come off weird, but just take this with in the best way possible. This conversation is kind of fun. You're engaging, and I think that this chicken scratch that was clearly written by candlelight is not as good. Maybe we start a talk radio show. I'm thinking get syndication, hit the markets.
I have one question for
maybe
you.
Actually talk. Oh yeah.
How did you know that while walking my suburbs with paper in hand, that in my other hand was also a lit candle?
Because it was a windy day and the wax got all over.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, are you saying that I am misapplying my greatest gifts, that putting unsharpened charcoal stick to paper is not how I best can serve people in the doldrums of humanity, wondering what the point of it all is?
I honestly don't know how to answer that question.
You're saying I should start a podcast, probably, or maybe a live talk show.
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
Well, it seems that someday my war against computers must end. I was wondering if you might be so kind as to give me a lift to Best Buy or what's that other one called? The red one.
Micro Center?
No, it's on what's it called? Fries. Let us go to a Best Buy or Fries. Actually both. I'm pretty cheap and I want to compare.
Oh, there's the edit. Thank you.
Yes. That was phenomenal. I can't lie. I was
Cody's just sitting back having the time of his life.
I just like get to go to an improv show with this. It's fantastic. Well, nicely done. That was your candlelit blackness. As where we ended that scene. I was trying to think of like coming in with a character who's going to do caoutchouc radio, but the scene had already kind of wound down at that point. So that was Fruitwards, completely, incredibly. I know you're shocked. Made up on the spot. Cameron and Dave, excellent improvers. Hey, Cameron.
To Dave. Hi.
What do you think about going on to the next segment?
Oh, there comes a time in every boy's life where they have to go on to the next segment. So let's do it.
Is this time? Okay. This is the next segment. It goes like this.
Twitter shins.
That's right. This is, in fact, Twittershins Rapidballs, where I find the top 3 tweets on the entire freaking internet, and I read them out for our pundits to answer. But don't worry, these questions weren't addressed to us. They were just addressed to the internet at large, and we know how smart the internet is. So we're going to answer them, and by we, I mean everybody but me. They're going to answer them. They're going to tell you what's up with the answers, and then we're going to move on from there. I kind of thought I had to end that sentence. I didn't. Tweet number 3 from Kazim Famuyide Red Apple at Kazim. You know how much I gotta not like you to turn down $50 million a year, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, you've summed it up there exactly. 50 million worth doesn't do the trick, and that's your loss, honestly, because I'm not that bad of a time, really. I'm a kind of a cheap date, and I laugh at people's jokes and hope that they laugh at mine. Just a cheap pizza would make me happy as a schoolboy. Yeah. Yep. So 50 mil. Whoa. Wow, I would take it. I would take 50 mil to live with myself.
You can almost taste the desperation. Jess, rebuttal.
Oh, sweetheart, it doesn't take much. It really doesn't take that much because it's only 50 million a year. What do you think I am, from not Manhattan? I mean, darling, it is as though you are shaking a $1 bill in front of me to buy a single piece of candy when darling, I own the candy store. No, it doesn't take much. You could just glance at me wrong. You could sneeze in my general direction. Heavens, you could just not even be in my presence and I could be offended. It's quite simple,
I have definitely dated that character in real life. Cameron, counter rebuttal.
Well, I am a firm believer that money makes the world go round. So if you offer me $50 million, I think I can get you 1 or 2 spins around the sun, is what I'm saying. All right? I'll give you a year, maybe 2, for $50 million. I will give you a birthday. I'll give you an anniversary. I'll hang out with you on President's Day. We'll talk about our favorite presidents. I mean, if you're going at it by math, it's obviously the only one who served 3 terms, right? $50 million can buy you so many things, so many of which I desperately need. Please give me $50 million.
See, I thought earlier you could smell the desperation. No, it's right here.
Yeah, it needs so many things.
Number 2 from McCrimmon at McCrimmon2nd. And why not some kind of space rocket with Batman at the controls, Miss Shaw? Kameron.
Why not some kind of space rocket with Batman at the controls, Miss Shaw? Because Batman doesn't go to space. Because Batman is the world's greatest detective, not space's greatest detective. All right, he gets out there. He's immediately going to have no idea what's going on. There's no one to punch. There's no, walls to do a batarang off. He's honestly going to be like a dog whose owner has left them behind. He's going to be whimpering, and it's going to be a bad time. He can be a billionaire with amazing karate skills, but he's still just going to be a bat in space.
You know what's worse than getting pigeonholed? Getting bat-holed. Jess, rebuttal.
Well, I think that it's an excellent idea. Truly, I do. Why not put a rich person up into space? I mean, he could start just taking up all of the space realty, right? Right? He can claim this part, claim that part, point at that star, and he's closer than most of us, which means he gets it by pure right. Yes, I think you're right. You are wrong, Miss Shaw, to question whether or not we should put Batman in some sort of space rocket and put him into space. I mean, truly, how callous must you be to not want to be ruled underneath the stars, owned by one Batman?
You heard it here first. Tall people own more of the sun. Dave, counter rebuttal.
Well, it very nearly happened in a period of weakness and overcome with nostalgia. Miss Shaw very nearly did fund sending a space rocket with Batman in it. But in the development process, she remembered the naming convention of said superhero and decided that, no, she did not want to send Batman up, handling the bat controls of the bat ship, propelled by the bat booster and the bat flames. And the whole thing was canceled.
What a bat disappointment. And number 1, from Tsurumi's Brain Juice Brain Face with Head Bandage. Swear to God, that's her actual Twitter name. At only a little odd _ Do I have a hamster or a Shih Tzu? Dave.
Well, the only way to tell for reals is to pull out my digital scale, do a weigh off, and then have them fight to the death in a custom built fight arena with miniaturized wood chips on the bottom. And really, it's pretty great. I've got television cameras, and we'll broadcast the whole event. And they got to weigh in first, to make it fair or whatnot. But hamster, Shih Tzu, I think it would be close. It would be close. And since we're only talking about one animal and it would have to fight with itself, that's the only way forward. The only way forward.
You wouldn't have guessed it, but Dave revealed the struggles of man in that answer. Jess, rebuttal!
Oh, darling, does that mean you've never seen a shitster? Oh, they're the cutest things I've ever seen. They've got these little curly circle ears that go up against their face, but then they've got endless hair and they yap, 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 but it's not a yap, yap, yap. It's like over and over again. Oh, it's so cute. So maybe you do have a shitster and you just don't know it. If you go to the American Kennel Society, you can bring your shitster there and they can get it verified for purebred shitster. Now, do make sure that you speak to Freddie. Freddie is the one you want to speak to, because if you speak to Harold, you're just going to be stuck there for an entire day and you won't have a certificate to show for it.
Leave it to the rich to know where all the shitsters are.
It's not too bad talking to Harold, because a lot of the times he'll call back.
You think he will. You always expect him to after about 3 times calling him out, but he never does.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you for indulging me.
Welcome to Wasting All the Dave's Indulgence.
Cameron! Wasting all the Daves.
Another day is gone, so a new one comes along.
That was really good, actually. That was nicely done. Cameron, counter rebuttal.
Oh, well, as a big fan of the Watchmen comics, I like to approach this from a Dr. Manhattan frame of view. There's nothing different between a Shih Tzu and a hamster. They both breathe, they both eat, they both drink water, they both poop, they both go to sleep when they're tired. So who cares if it's a Shih Tzu or a hamster? It's yours, you own it, you can touch it, you can take it to Mars with you if you know how to get to Mars.
And you thought there wouldn't be any practical advice in this segment. Well, too bad! Because that's the end.
All right.
Woo! Well, there was a lot going on there. I want to thank everybody for their advice, for their really pertinent, poignant responses to all these tweets. Yes, the highest of fives, if you will.
I'm soaring into the sky to meet your 5.
Are you a rocket ship on your way to Mars on a collision course? Are you a satellite?
You can't go there because a rich man claimed it.
Yeah. Pointed in the general direction.
Whoa, 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 explode. Anyway.
Mission control.
It's on random.
I'm always set to random. It just takes effort to switch to anything else. That was Tortoshins. Now that we have answered questions from the, quite frankly, dramatically insane denizens of the internet, we're going to answer questions from the dramatically insane followers of the podcast. That's right, yourselves. You, yes, you, faithful listener, can head on over to wastingallthetime.com/contact and send us a questione or listener suggested scene. And if you're lucky, we might just play it on the show. Oh, I can hear myself. It's gone. My insanity has lapsed. So this is... And now it's time for... Fings What Got Sent Us!
Kings and queens are but pieces on the board, gents.
If that doesn't encapsulate Britain, I don't know what does. That's right. This is Fings What Got Sent Us, where we turn to you, our faithful listeners, for amazing questiones and scene suggestions. And this is a... Wait a minute. Did you guys do this one last time? No, you didn't, because it wasn't my scene. This is a scene suggestion sent to us on the internet from one definitely not Brent Randolph. Scene suggestion. Dave and Jess have just died and gone to the DMV. Turns out the afterlife is fraught with bureaucracy, and before Dave and Jess can enter heaven, they're going to have to deal with Kameron at window number 7 and go through a lot of red tape. I would like Cody to make frequent announcements throughout the scene. So there you go.
Specific.
Okay.
Very Pacific.
Not Atlantic at all.
None Atlanticism.
Couldn't even meet in the Mediterranean.
PST only, baby.
We should stop before the sea gets too dead.
Oh.
Spooky.
Indian Ocean.
Man, when are they going to call our number?
I mean, I don't know. I'm a little concerned that they just gave us one number, right? Like,
yeah, usually it's like some combination of like letters and numbers. Like G35.
6! Now serving 6!
Okay, well, I guess that's
what
I guess that's both of us because they only gave us one number.
Oh, ours is 6?
I guess ours is 6. Well, is it 6 or is it 9? I don't.
9?
Is there a line? Look for a line.
I'm looking for a line.
Oh,
well, there's
one second, sir. We don't know. We don't know if we're 6 or 9.
Yeah, because we didn't put the line on there because this is the DMV.
You didn't put a line on here because the line's out there. I get it. Ha ha.
Only one line here, and it's the line you wait in.
Oh, wait.
Let's just go.
Okay, fine. I just get nervous at the DMV. Okay.
I get frustrated.
Okay.
Would the owner of a G36 please report to the front counter? Would the owner of a G36 please report to the front counter? You need to fly.
Ignore that.
Oh,
There's a lot going on here. You're at the right place.
Okay.
ours is just 6.
Yours is 6, and you're at number 6. So you just died?
What?
Oh, it's been a hot minute since that happened.
Yeah, I vaguely remember something.
All right, I'm
Something
trying to
about
pull up your
fall.
I'm trying to pull up your file here. Pulling up your file. All right. Says accidental.
Oh,
Oh, that's good,
Okay.
right? That's good.
that makes sense.
All right. Says you died at exactly the same time.
Oh,
Aw,
death buddies.
nice.
Right, okay.
All right.
Wow, I wish I could remember what we were doing.
Ugh.
Well,
What-
I'm sorry, but if you don't remember what you were doing, there's not really much I can do for you here.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
You're,
okay.
so that report that you have on us, it doesn't say. It says everything except for how
Exactly.
we died?
It says everything except for exactly what happened. You fill out the form of what happened and give that to me. So here, take this form, go sit down, fill it out, and when you have
Okay,
it,
could you
you'll take
give us
when you have
some more
it.
of the info?
What?
Could you just give us some more of the info and maybe we can piece it together?
Accidental, died at the same
Accidental.
time, and you were not at sea level.
Okay.
You
all
were
right.
either above or below sea level.
What's the margin there? Because beach is technically above sea level.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know.
Okay. So we have to go and figure this out and then come back?
Yeah, you just fill out the form, say what happened, then
Okay.
you'll take another number.
Oh,
And then
Hey,
you'll come back.
hey! What's your name? I can't read. Hell script.
Yes, my name is Roger.
Hey, Roger. Hey, I'm
Never-
Jess.
never
It's
heard
nice
of
to
this.
meet you. It's great. It's great to meet you.
You
Look.
know, nobody ever takes the time to introduce themselves and say, "Nice to meet you. You're so sweet." Oh my god!
Yeah. Well, of course you deserve it just as much as anybody else does, and it's
I
not right.
work
that you-
hard. I do
You
my
do.
best.
You
You know.
You do.
Okay. Right. Well.
You do. So just I know it's. Oh gosh, look at the time. Oh, the day's almost done for you, huh?
Oh God! I ate my lunch. Feels like 5 minutes ago.
That's how it works. That's how it works, right? Right, Dave?
yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
That happens to me all the time.
So-
or did,
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess.
So
Can
like,
I please
I know-
have all Buddhists report to the back room for summary reincarnation?
Oh, wow.
is that you?
I
No,
didn't.
I only pretended.
What?
It seemed stylish. It wasn't.
Did either of you catch what he said? I've learned
You know,
to tune that out.
I think
Yeah.
he said something about Roger come back to the back room for the rest of your sandwich.
That sounds right.
Ah, okay.
Meatball sandwich.
Okay.
Pretty sure he said.
I do vaguely remember leaving my sandwich out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Dave, push me over the counter. Push me over the freaking counter.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't.
Okay, and then
Shh.
pull me or
Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure it out. It's all in hell script. Okay. It's really hard to read. All right.
yeah. Okay. But you studied, so you know this stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe.
You read enough Dan Brown?
I look up to Dan Brown endlessly. So okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's
It looks
my
like
sandwich. There it is. All right. Heading back.
I saw
God,
something
wow. Sound really
something
curious.
about a plane and loop de loops. Okay, that's all I saw.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, come back over. Come
Okay.
back.
Alrighty. Roger is back. Where were we?
Oh,
Where
we
was
Hey,
just
he?
Roger.
we just we're small talking, making sure that you're taken care of. Hey, do you have like a writing utensil for us, like maybe like a charcoal stick?
I've got
Yeah.
an unsharpened charcoal stick.
Oh,
yeah.
perfect. It's not
the
from
only
Hobby
thing
Lobby.
it's
Is it
the
from-
only. No, it's definitely from Hobby Lobby. We're in hell, honey. We're in
That's
hell.
right.
I got bad
Okay.
news for you. All right. Here's your unsharpened charcoal stick. It's very
Thanks.
smudgy.
Oh, great.
You can use that to fill out the form.
Perfect.
It's pretty dark in here. Do you have a candle, maybe?
Oh, I do have a candle, and if you need a surface to write on, there's telephone poles and electrical boxes all over. There's no seats and there's no TVs. It's just full. This office is full of telephone boxes and electrical, or telephone poles and electrical. Oh, classic Roger. Go fill out your phone.
Thanks, Roger.
Thanks, Roger.
Everybody, please tune your wireless headphones to Channel 4 for 16 hours of Rebecca Black's Friday.
Oh, my favorite part of the night. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Roger's looking forward to the weekend.
Give me the form. Give me the form.
Friday.
I'm just gonna write it down.
Getting down on Friday. Roger's looking forward
skydiving
to
accident,
the weekend.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it fake. Okay, it'll be fake.
Party and
just run with it.
partying, yeah.
Okay. Hey, Roger.
Partying.
Yeah.
Hey, filled it out.
Oh, okay. Now let me just cross-reference and make sure you got all the details correct. Okay?
Yeah, it might be a little smudgy.
Yeah.
You know, hey.
Where are my glasses? I think I left them back in the break room. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. I hope he doesn't lose the form.
Hey, do you see any keys? Like, maybe we could just take his keys.
Yeah, you left him right here on the work surface.
Take him.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hold on. Lean. Counterbalance. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Got him.
All right, cool.
There are my glasses. Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
Okay,
those
sound
look
carries weird. He's in the back still. Let's go.
They look so nice on you.
Oh, you
Look at
like
that.
these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
They're from one of those websites. I don't remember what it's called. You put in your prescription, and they send you 12 pairs for $14. It's insane. It's probably not great, but hey, I'm a devil.
You talking about Warby Parker?
Warby Parker. That's it.
Yeah. I've listened to some podcasts.
Oh, man.
I was thinking of starting one.
I miss podcasts. We don't listen to podcasts down here. I'm sure you know by now, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, those are for purgatory.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have some, but, only like, the ones that are like very much, like, we got that. I don't listen to them, so I don't remember examples. Anyway, let's look at your form.
Okay.
Are you correct? Yes, it was an accident. Yes, both of your times of death are the same. Good. You did not die at sea level. All right, I'm liking these details.
Yep.
All right, let's keep looking. It wasn't an airplane.
Yes. Bingo.
And you were both burned to death. Ooh, all righty.
Huh.
Now, I'm having a little bit of trouble here because you have not correctly identified where in the world you died.
Oh, Earth.
Oh, you got me there. All right. Now, I'm just going to need about $700, and you guys are good to go.
Did you bring your wallet?
Okay. I didn't.
Ugh.
Maybe there's.
Do you take Venmo or?
Are you asking me personally if I take Venmo or Cash App, or are you saying is there a Hell DMV general Venmo account? Because I just need to know. I just need to know if I'm being bribed, because that goes here.
Oh. Okay. Well.
That totally works. Here.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
It is up to you to decide whether you are bribing me or not.
I have one question, just sort of a screener, and it doesn't even really necessarily apply to right now or anything in particular, but is the bribe a theoretical, hypothetical bribe? I use those words interchangeably. Would it be more or less than $700?
That's an interesting question. See, I have no use for money. So if you just kind of want to barter with me, that's what will get you taken care of today.
Well,
We
Yeah, as it happens, I took a fistful of pennies up in the plane with me for the 0G part, and they are all embedded in my forehead. Feel free to take as many as you like.
Ooh, forehead pennies. Okay, Jess, what do you got?
Do you like the jingle jangle of keys?
Oh, yes.
I do love it when keys jangle.
I will jingle jangle some keys for you.
You'll do it for me. You're not going to give me the keys. You're just going to, one time only, jangle some keys.
Hey, have you ever heard me jangle keys? I am a 5-time pro jangle key winner.
Traveled internationally, didn't you?
Yeah, twice.
And that's exactly why you died. You were on your way, and you started jingling those keys. Oh, man. I shouldn't be giving out these secrets. Dang it.
Wow, we got real close.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess if you give me, let's say, 4 forehead pennies and a solid 10 seconds of jangling, I could process your forms.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready at the DMV Hell Cafe. 2-for-1 leeches, 1 in your mouth, 1 in your belly for just 5 forehead pennies.
Oh, we might have to renegotiate, Dave. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I looks
Fair's
like
fair.
I'm one forehead penny short, and I need it.
Thank you.
Wait for the ding.
That was a good spot. I was having so much fun. I didn't want to stop the scene.
Cody's not a good editor.
I'm a terrible editor. I'm basically an audience member at this point.
You just want to live there.
I do. It's fantastic. Oh, well, thank you so much.
Good stuff.
Definitely not Brent Randolph. That was an amazing scene suggestion. I don't know about you guys. I had a ton of fun.
It was enjoyable.
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
I was at the DMV last week. That was my inspiration.
Wow. You channeled that from a truly real place.
It was deep and it was personal and it was painful.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, friends and faithful followers of the podcast, there is but one more segment before we wrap up today's glorious guest-filled episode, and that is this very one. Here we go. It's the Improv Game of the Week. This is the Improv Game of the Week. Every single solitary week on the podcast, we choose an improv game, and then we play it. This week's game is chosen by yours truly, and it is called Street Interview. Yes. An interviewer spots and describes various people on the street, and players become those characters. We will get a news-related theme from our amazing, brilliant, attractive, sensual Patreon audience who is in our chat right now. You can go to patreon.com/timewastepod if you would like to be an amazing, glorious, sensual patron. I forgot all the adjectives I used, but you will be all of them. We're going to ask them for a news-related theme, perhaps a modern-day issue that concerns them, or a big news item from the past week that is not election-related. Once we get a suggestion, one player is a roving reporter doing street interviews about the suggested theme. The reporter spots and describes an interviewee, inventing interesting details. Players immediately step up as the described characters. The reporter then interviews them. Are we all Squaresville on that?
I think so.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right. Glorious patrons in our glorious listening channel, can I please have a news-related theme? It doesn't even have to be an actual, real, recent event. It can just be a cool news thing that pops in your head that is, I swear to God, not the election or COVID.
Or 9/11.
Was that recent?
That's not really recent.
I'm sorry. I was working off Cody's years.
That's true. That was like last week for him.
We just cannot nail down time on this app.
I've wasted all of it.
Hey-o.
Bong Joon-ho, director of Parasite, made his Oscars kiss, bringing a bit of levity to a rather staid? I should know that word. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like formal, straight-laced.
What's the etymology of that?
Very
Important.
British.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can look that up later.
Yeah, maybe I can. Does anybody particularly want to be the reporter?
Well, I think there's one obvious choice.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to put him on the spot. Cameron, you're the reporter.
All right.
He's trained for this his whole life.
Oh, God.
That's why you got this degree. It's for this moment right now.
I've done this to myself.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We are live on the scene. It is the wrap-up of the wonderful, of the 2019 Oscars. It's been 2020. It was this year. Fuck. All right. People are streaming out of whatever shit place I'm at right now. People are different emotions. I've got some really happy people. One person I'm going to pull up to talk right now. They seem very upset that they lost Best Director. They made a very interesting, poignant film about the teenage years and friendship. And they are, and also, of course, it took place in their home state of Oklahoma. Hi.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Hi. You look a little you look a little upset. Were you upset at the at the results tonight?
Well, I think it's not just it's not. It's not that I was necessarily upset about the results. It's just that that. Okay, so Parasite is a perfectly fine movie, and I adore it, and I love it, and it's great. But Bong Joon really almost quite literally stole a scene from my own movie. When he made those two Oscars kiss, that is a scene in my movie.
Yes, your movie, which we are talking about, of course, is called Two Oscars Kissing. It is about Oscar R and Oscar M, who
That's
both
right.
are juniors in high school and who fall in love. Now,
I'm so happy to have a fan.
I really thought it said a lot of things. Now, so you think that he did that as a taunt at you for losing the award?
Clearly, I mean, what else could it be? Now, I've never met Bong Joon-ho. I've never even been in the same room. That was the closest I've ever been. But clearly,
he's just passing right now. But he's too busy to talk to you. He's got people all around him. Oh man, what a hard night for you, huh?
I'm just gonna walk down some rich person's street. Make myself feel better, I guess.
You're gonna make yourself feel better by walking down a rich person's street?
I'm going to just, you walk down the street, and you're around the rich houses, and you can be like, oh well, this one's my house, even though it's not. You can pretend. That's your house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I do have one more question for you before I let you go. You wrote a film about two characters named Oscar kissing. Mm-hmm. And that the biggest film awards in at least America, if not the world, are called the Oscars. Mm-hmm. Were you trying to positively manifest you winning two Oscars? Was that what you were going for?
Well, I think that Hollywood, it likes to make movies that are specifically Oscar worthy, right? There are certain ones, and I'm not going to say that one of those won, but there are certain ones that they are made purely to get an Oscar so that the director, the actors, everybody has more recognition, right? And I figured, why dance around the subject, right? Why dance? Why dance when I can literally have Oscars making out and still get my message out,
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. I do think your movie was good, but it does also is not great to be a sore loser. All right. We're moving on here. Let's get someone in a happy mood here. I have actually one of the actors who won big tonight. He's making his way here. He's just such a magnetic personality. Classic Hollywood, just and dressed to the nines tonight. Hi, congratulations on your big win.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's always fantastic to be recognized for how amazing I am. Yes.
And you played Oscar R.
Yes.
In the film Two Oscars Kissing. Tell us what you first thought when you were given the screenplay.
Well, I first looked over it and thought, well, this is a bit plebeian, isn't it? This is kind of a bit for, normal people. But I thought, let's just give this ho-hum director a chance. Let's see what their little script can do. And by the time they got me on the set, I had rewritten several, percentages of the script, and I thought it actually came out a little bit daring, if I do say so myself, and I think I do.
So you rewrote significant portions of this script,
yes.
And there was a little asterisk on the bottom of the scene during any of the parts that you rewrote. Did you and the director have a bit of a feud about that?
Oh, it was dramatic. It was such a feud. I originally wanted an entire quarter of the screen taken up by my face and the expressions I made while rewriting the tripe that I was supposed to deliver. But apparently the studio was having none of it, and so we just had to settle with a small asterisk to represent...
Asterisk.
Yes, asterisk. To represent my genius on screen. Double on screen, technically, because I was also acting, and so this was the writing and the acting.
You do make it very clear when you are acting versus not acting in the film as well. And your co-star, the one who played Oscar M, what did you do to try to make the emotion of that relationship feel real?
Oh, there's so much that goes into acting that it's difficult to communicate to normal people like you. But one of the things that we did was we took a ride around in our Ferraris, and we crashed one of them just for fun, and we rode back in the other one, and we played cards to determine who got to keep the Ferrari. Oh, it was delightful. We were such good friends. And then there was the gambling and the drugs and the prostitutes. Oh, it's just such a bonding experience being on set.
Yeah, you could tell within the romance of the film that not only were you kissing each other, you were also best friends. And that really did help with it. Now, you did great in this film. You obviously
yes, I did.
Best actor.
Yes, I did.
Which, people, I think mainly gave it to you because you are a 35-year-old man playing a 17-year-old.
I know.
You did pull it off. Well, so congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Yes.
And, maybe, tone back the ego a little bit. All right.
Do you know where the cocaine bar is?
Oh, yeah, I was just there. It's behind me. It's right here.
Good.
I stay here so I can make sure that I have people to interview.
I've already forgotten who you are.
And walking right past the cocaine bar because they have been sober very publicly for about 5 years, since one of the most epic benders that we have ever seen in Hollywood culture, is our next person that I'm going to grab by the elbow and put in front of the camera. Are you were nominated for anything tonight? You just came to have a good time?
Oh, yeah, I'm here for the gift basket and just the sort of networking opportunities. I'm trying to get into the entertainment business a little bit more since my unexpected hiatus, and it's been fun.
It was so interesting to live in a time where one of the most mild-mannered persons that anyone had ever met went on an incredibly public and honestly infamous reign of drug and alcohol and all kinds of things. Just straight abuse. Now, but you have had very few opportunities since then because you kind of ruined your reputation.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not quite sure what I did wrong. I was sort of following the example of your Mel Gibsons or your Charlie Sheens, people like that. And I guess I don't know if I wasn't rich enough to begin with or what, but it didn't. I didn't get the same treatment, you know. Kind of had to eat my humble pie, as it were.
Now you have been trying to show that you still can contribute to cinema with some of your own films. Can you tell us about the film that you nominated for this year's Oscars? But I don't believe anyone here actually watched.
No, so I nominated my own film for this year, and there was a bit of a snafu with the Vimeo link, so it didn't get much viewership. But it had. I am still a member, and so I did nominate it, and I don't know if you got 20 minutes, but it's a short film. I could show it to you right now if you wanted. I can pull it up on my phone.
Maybe just, the elevator pitch first.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah, the elevator pitch. Okay, so here, my idea for this short film is, so imagine, if you will, that there's like a secret that the church has been protecting for millennia, right? And the thing is that Jesus actually had kids, right? He and Mary Magdalene, they actually got together and they did that. So like the bloodline of Christ actually survives and is protected by this secret family. And you can tell it's actually obvious if you look at pictures, right? And also like you make some leaps.
I really don't mean to interrupt. But I've got to be honest. This is sounding incredibly similar to the Da Vinci Code. In fact, I'm not even going to say similar. It is the Da Vinci Code. Da Vinci.
I heard. Yeah, no, I know. He's that inventor guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Da Vinci Code is a novel. It's extremely accessible, written by Dan Brown. And there's already a movie made on it. You made a 20-minute Da Vinci Code?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's I shot it on my my Samsung Galaxy 5. And
my God.
It's I think it's a rip snorter, It's the guy I got to play Jesus did a really convincing job. He's
so this movie takes place in the time that Jesus was alive. And
yeah, the first I'd say half is sort of establishing the characters so that it makes sense from then on out.
So you take 10 minutes to establish that Jesus was alive and had a child with Mary Magdalene. So I'm just assuming that the first. Yeah. So is this just like
it's tasteful?
It's tasteful pornography. And then in 10 minutes, you come to the modern day and go through the entire thing.
Well, pretty much. That's the big thing about filmmaking. It's like if you set it up properly, the rest is sort of a fait accompli. That's French. I
absolutely must see this movie. I must sit down. I'm gonna do a fat rail of Coke, and we're gonna sit and watch this.
Okay. Yeah, let's do at least a key bump and get going.
No, you're not allowed. I'm not an enabler. I'm not an enabler.
Oh, that's principled.
Yes. Well, thank you for your time. Let's go watch this movie. Got the camera.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Well, Jesus is alive in this version.
It's 10 minutes of Jesus porn.
But it's tasteful.
It's tasteful Jesus porn.
10
That's important.
Tasteful Jesus porn. And then 10 minutes of like one of the most convoluted like cryptographic mysteries. Oh God. With Tom Hanks.
That was fun. Good job, Kameron.
Hey, man, all credit to you there, man. All credit to you.
That was just a great scene. Well, friends, I hope you had as much of a rip snorter as the rest of us did with today's very special Thanksgiving episode of Wasting All the Time. I hope you caught all of the special thankfulisms throughout the episode. If you didn't, go back and listen again. Yeah. Maybe you missed a few.
Yeah. And I overcooked the turkey on accident, so it's a little bit caoutchouc now.
Hey.
And Dave is smarter than me, but we already knew that. If anything about this episode particularly tickled your fancy or riled up your cocaine bar, then head on over to wastingallthetime.com/vote and drop it a little vote. And, maybe it'll actually mean something. I'm just kidding. Drop it a vote. We do all the tallies at the end of the year, and we do the best of the year episodes. It's great, great fun. You're going to love it. I know I'm going to love it. I'm contractually obligated to. It was great. And like I said earlier, wastingallthetime.com/contact if you would like to send us a questione or a listener suggested scene. And last but not least, patreon.com/timewastepod if you would like to become a glorious, amazing, brilliant, attractive, intellectual, sensual patron for as little as $1 a month. Hot dang, that's some good value for your money.
I'm sold.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I would also like to extend a very, very special thanks to our amazing special guest, Mr. Kameron Schmid. Kameron, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything you would like to plug or talk about or give a last little parting shot of, sir?
I would just say in these unprecedented times, there's so many creative friends I have that are hopping on to things like Twitch and other live platforms. So I would just say get on Twitch and support some small streamers. I personally, because my work schedule don't do it, but there's a lot of people doing really cool stuff and honestly just providing company at some points that I really enjoy.
Awesome. Yeah. I can definitely appreciate that. Yes, support your local artists, support small streamers. I appreciate it, my dude. Thank you. Good stuff. David, Jess, any parting shots?
I guess we have to do it together. Huh?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't go skydiving.
Don't do it.
Don't. Stop it.
Stop. You think you need to go in that plane, and as soon as you don't. You know what? You don't need to. You don't need to put that parachute on.
Nope. You think you want to know what terminal velocity is like? You don't.
Mm-mm. You think you want to know what it's like to be, thousands of miles above the earth, high enough so that you can see the actual curvature of the earth, and then you're completely floored because now you know that flat earth isn't true. No.
You don't. Nope. You may want to know what it's like to watch a fistful of pennies float in front of your face, but you don't.
You don't. No. You might want to believe that when you start jingling those keys, the sounds will just carry in the upper atmosphere through the cumulonimbus clouds and rain upon poor children that have never had the opportunity to hear the jingle jangle of keys, and that maybe, just maybe, that will give them some moment of happiness.
You don't.
You don't need to.
Nope.
You're good. You're fine.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You may think. You don't.
Well, thanks everybody. Thanks so much everybody for hanging out, wasting all the time. I had a fantastic time. I bet you did too. And we will see you all next time. Toodles and do. Goodbye.
Bon voyage.
Toodles and do.
What?
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now, that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all that,
just head on over to wastingallthetime.com, and there we have all the answers.
Yeah,